The information collected on the peace talks has been verified, Commander. As time is a factor, this unit suggests heading to Greater Tranquility Station as soon as you are able.
We can't let DeVries catch us on the back foot again. We need a plan.
Stakes are high. If DeVries sabotages the peace talks, war will continue. Don't need to be a seer to divine that. Yes, the Order will have foreseen possible threats from Auntie's Choice or even the Protectorate, but they may not anticipate an infiltrator like DeVries.
Records indicate Greater Tranquility is a derelict station. Consequently, the ideal route to reach the main chamber for the peace talks will be through its underbelly. Be advised. In the absence of Victor and his explosives, Agent DeVries and her team will be committed to a frontal assault. Some of the station's security automechanicals may also be operable and may attack both your team and hers, Commander. This unit is proficient in multiple forms of violence. Additionally, per the Earth Directorate Manual, when lacking equivalent combat forces, determination and vast amounts of ammunition may make up the difference.
Always up to erase an erratic variable.
I'm coming with you. Who better to make DeVries pay for Horizon Point than a pair of our own Phantoms? Good. Would have been a shame if DeVries was the reason for us falling out too.
Confirming coordinates for Greater Tranquility Station. Confirmed. Use the astrogator when you are ready to navigate to the station, Commander.
How are the informant lines treating you? Hear anything good?
Not terribly. My only field-bound contained state.
Yeah.
If it inflicts... Hey, you smell gunpowder? Browse all you... Feel free to go... Buy from me and live to tell your fellows about my store.
My contraptions don't explode no more. Honest.
If you lost it, I'm selling it. Only thing dependable is tell me what you need. Can do. Look, tell me what you need. Can do.
Mind telling me if I still browse all? Feel free to. Think I misplaced. Browse all you like. Feel free to go.
No time to goggle the rift, Commander. We've got to get to DeVries. Doesn't take an engineer to hazard a guess whose ship that is. DeVries is here, Commander. I'm sure of it.
Good evening. On behalf of everyone in Auntie's family, I want to thank our hosts for securing this wonderfully austere venue to begin our negotiations for peace. That said, it is deeply regrettable that matters on Golden Ridge have not been resolved. But I will now graciously allow the Vicar Laureate and his fellow shareholders the floor.
Madam Vice President, I and my fellow counselors share those grievances, but we are here in good faith. Peace between us will allow us to contend with the rifts, the true threat.
No way through that fence except in pieces. Let's find another way around.
Cadre, protect the console at all costs. It's you, is it not? The one Agent DeVries warned me to expect? Well, see here. If you intend to stop me, you're far too late. I do not appreciate the threat in your tone. I know well what you let happen to those hostages at the monastery, but I will not be intimidated.
We need answers, now. How we extract those answers, I'll leave up to you, Commander. Personally, I'd start with the knees.
You do no such thing. My willpower is stout, my loyalty unshakable. And even if by some low chance you could extract my knowledge, you'll never truly understand. If our You're mistaken if you think we'd make it easy for you. We're trained, I'd have you know, with guns and the art of fisticuffs. But it doesn't matter what you do. The rest of our team is pushing forward. Agent DeVries is right. The only way to save us from destruction is to save the Order from itself. No, please. I don't wish to be ground to bits by decrepit machinery. Cadre, lower your weapons. Quickly now. We surrender. Agent DeVries' plans are on the console behind me. You can look, it's all there. Another team is in the chamber ahead, fighting off the station's automechanical defenses. They are to secure the station while Agent DeVries makes for the forum chamber to eliminate the delegates. So you may have quite the fight on your hands. You'll also need this. Her guards have commandeered some frightful reinforcements, and you'd do well to find the control hub to disable them before you're spotted. Now, with your leave, we'll make our retreat.
No time to waste. Let's have a look at those plans.
Yeah. I'm sure this was once quite impressive. Time renders everything old hat eventually.
Your sovereign is regarded as being inept, shall we say?
I'd bet bits to Borstwurst. That's going to need a new fuse.
The leader is beyond his depth. He and his ilk won't anticipate an alliance.
He is not my sovereign.
Yes, right. Well, landing a strike against the Protectorate in this state will be something like wrangling a galloping breadworm.
I am unfamiliar, but I presume that to mean it will be without exertion. If so, then you are perhaps even more ignorant of Arcadia than I calculated. The Sovereign, guide him, is as ineffective as you suggested. But his advisor, the Consul, is not. These executions, these impulsive attacks, are solely his influence.
So, your previous sovereign was rather draconian himself, if your own history books are to be believed. Do not act like the current rot emerged from nowhere.
I could perhaps say the same for you and your reputation for putting profits over people. But instead, I suggest we pivot our discussion back to the real matter at hand.
Those automechs could have left a few more for us.
Let me know when you need a distraction. Got my left on an unfruitful. Testing projectile.
Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
Ready to waste them on your command.
Balancing the equation.
Check your scopes for combatant analysis.
Releasing explosive.
Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
Taking cover.
Processor disrupted.
Proceeding to attack.
Guns locked and loaded. Just get the signal.
I'd like to discuss your efforts on Paradise Island. We may have no physical presence there, but we are ever watchful. Our observations suggest that matters have been delicate.
The cursed relay destroyed our peaceful, liberated town of Fairfield. Their madness killed many and crushed our productivity.
A tragedy. One that could have been foreseen. Perhaps it is for the best, then, that you did not manage to bring the... of Westport to your door? Yes, we heard of that too.
Let us turn our attentions once more to Golden Ridge. Our troops still demand answers for the unprovoked attack on Outpost Opportunity. What will you do to resolve this?
Firstly, I'd like to re-establish that we, the Order, did not attack. A rogue proctor by the name of Svoboda did. Her dastardly plot was revealed, and she was promptly executed.
Ah, so the Order is capable of decisive action. I had doubts after hearing about your monastery. Countless, brutal murders at the hands of a seer, was it? How was he not stopped?
The carnage was counted and thoroughly documented, I assure you. And again, the culprit was promptly dealt its own end. I do not appreciate insinuations that we allow chaos to run rampant on our watch. Chances are high that any erratic variable is a result of your people meddling in our affairs.
Ridiculous. Next you'll be claiming we're to blame for all of your past failures. Why, the mere prediction of our arrival years ago sent you into a tizzy. Isn't that right?
my analysis, neither of our parties has enough goodwill with
This
the
unit
other to
welcomes
proceed
you to
directly
the
to an
utility
alliance.
atrium.
A swift
My
end to
records
the
do not
war is
indicate
highly
any
improbable.
authorized
You have
Praise
to run
be
a
to the
point for
sovereign.
To come to the conclusion. Did your numbers give any insight into making this move? My while?
You are back. Presume praise.
No time to lollygag, Commander. Whatever's in that repository can wait.
By my estimation,
Ratcheting up my
we formed an
aggression.
alliance, say, within the next month. We would
Resorting to violence.
how the Protectorate had.
Did you arrive at this estimation? What model did you utilize? Which metrics?
Oh, you see, I'm renowned for my ability to read a room, as we call it in my business, where common sense meets observational data, you might say.
Heads up. Snipers. Unless that corpse shot itself in the head from a great distance. I'll handle this.
Go no further, infidel. This next shot will miss. Have you given up?
I have a fix on their weaknesses.
What are you doing?
Mobilizing.
I can hear you. Around like a...
Ready to take the heat off you, Commander. Just say when.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I have a fix on their weaknesses.
Investigating hostile intentions.
Yeah. Combatant scanned.
Give the order, and I'll take care of him, Commander.
I can hear you, Scamper.
Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
Hostilities are afoot.
Check your scope, folks.
Ready to take the heat off you, Commander. Just say when.
I can hear you.
Combatant, you've suffered extensive damage, Commander.
Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
Have you given up?
If you care at all about the delegates' lives, DeVries is on the 3rd floor. I don't like the elevator as a means up there, but seems we have little choice.
To offer a merger and an alliance, and yet our parties will still be at each other's throats by the end of this. Is this really what you want?
It'd be foolish to even consider an alliance when you so clearly wish to bend Arcadia to Auntie's will. Should the fighting intensify, and it shall, it will be due to your pride. Presiding Bishop Ruth Bassar already possesses the foresight necessary to lead a colony and better its people. Until you acknowledge this, I fear we will never reach an accord.
Foresight is nice, yes, but what about the entrepreneurial mind? We may have lost our brightest when Fairfield was destroyed, but there are promising employees rising in the ranks.
So you think that your people should rule? You certainly have, strength in numbers indeed, but Arcadian matters are best suited for Arcadians. We actively collect data to understand how to serve our people, after all. Look no further than the abbot, who welcomed refugees to Matriarch's mercy.
Yet he struggled to feed and house them properly. The poor man was clearly overwhelmed if he couldn't see his right hand was actively undermining him, even with his data.
Meanwhile, Auntie's choice has done little to alleviate the refugee crisis it helped create. Indeed, my projections may be accurate. You are more interested in what you can steal.
Dear Vicar, you are not yourself. Perhaps Auntie and your bishop should continue these talks. We'd be happy hosts. We do enjoy dazzling guests with a tour of our stolen artifacts.
There is only a 14% chance that you are jesting. No. If anyone in Arcadia is fit to host such discussions, it is Presiding Bishop Bassar. Anyone else would be an insult.
Law, there they are. Right out in the open. Best speed this up. We can't have got Law before DeVries goes through with her plan.
Damn you.
You have a nasty habit of arriving at the wrong time, Commander.
It's over, Augustine. Nowhere left to run. No more lies you can peddle or people you can burn. Your rewards come due.
Ibarra, I was unaware of your survival until recently. Believe it or not, I was happy you survived. But to see you still seeking solace in the Commander's shadow is disappointing. You could have done anything with your life. Shrugged off the bad memories. But now you're both here to meddle. Law knows why. Yes, I do recall your begging me not to do this. Hardly the work of a master negotiator, let alone two. I've no interest in continuing this little reunion. What happened in Horizon Point, well, I had no choice but to do as I did. And I'm prepared to do the same again. These delegates you came to save, I'm killing them both, and any hope for peace will die along with them. This is the only way if we hope to close the rifts before it's too late. Says the one who abandoned those hostages at the monastery to a bloody end. You casually sacrificed innocents when it suited your aims. Why am I any different? It was the Seers who came to me back then. They showed me their data, proving that the Protectorate's rift experiments would lead to our galaxy's destruction. I didn't want to believe them. But as more and more of their predictions came to pass, I knew I had to act. I had to destroy Horizon Point and its research to prevent annihilation.
That's law, Augustine. You could have told us what you were planning instead of letting us blunder into a trap.
No, I couldn't have. Had I deviated from the plan even the slightest amount, it could have jeopardized everything. I had to avert a far worse disaster. By any means. You were an unwelcome variable. Prior knowledge could have changed your actions, and the Seers had predicted that you and your team would perish in the process regardless. I tried to put it out of mind when you and I first spoke. I had to focus. But all I could think of was the cost I was being asked to pay to ensure the mission's success, and I forced myself to complete it. I trusted that with Horizon Point's destruction, humanity might be saved, but it wasn't. It was only the start. I must finish what I started. That's not what happened. Your presence disrupted their equation, and the mission could not risk failure. And I didn't kill any of you. I simply did not interfere.
Sure you ain't kin to Auntie Cleo? Because you sure as hell know how to pass the buck.
Whatever you think of me, it wasn't so simple to sit back and listen as they met their ends. Every instinct I had was yearning to act, but I could not. I know the distinction matters not to you, but it does to me. And what happened there forced me to search for a way to stop the rifts. To stop the thoughts that plagued me. I learned of a prototype rift modulator in a lab on Praetor. I brought down the Earth Directorate satellite for its rift data. These are the keys to controlling the rifts, I know it. The Order alone should have this power. They can be trusted to close the rifts. But if they share this knowledge with Auntie's Choice, the entire galaxy's existence will be at risk. You know who these corporatists are, how they deal with their competitors. Imagine now how a war spurred by greed might be won, when fought with rifts instead of guns. You see? The Order must not sacrifice their principles for a childish attempt at peace. If they don't complete the mission they started, everything I have done will have counted for nothing.
Enough! Just enough, Augustine. I can't listen to any more of these excuses. I've got all the answers I needed, Commander. She's gone over the threshold and ain't no bringing her back. Best we make this quick, before she can hurt anyone else.
You think you have it in you to pull the trigger, Ibarra?
Had 10 years to practice. Give the order, Commander. Reckon I know you well enough by now to know that even trying would be like yelling at a heatsink to cool it. But come on, Commander. What are we waiting for? How many times do you need a snake to bite you to realize its nature? She's shown us who she is, Commander. She's showing us again right now. You're wrestling fire here. You know that, right?
It doesn't matter. Nothing you can say to me will change the issue at hand. If I'm to give the order the means to close the rifts, the peace talks must end. 2 dead delegates? That's a fair price to pay. We've paid worse. Is that so? Please then, enlighten me on how you might save the order from itself. They may try. Though we both know those corporatist vultures wouldn't take the snub kindly. When Auntie's Choice sees power in what the Order has, they will take it. But even if what you say is true, there's no undoing the past. Not for me. I don't belong here. And the Earth Directorate's nothing more than a memory. This mission is all I have. So if you won't leave me to carry out my plans, Commander, then all that's left is your bullet. They're all still alive? They tried to kill you on my orders, yet you showed them mercy. No, it doesn't matter. You've made it clear you despise me for what I've done to you, to your crew. Now you wish to convince me that you want me to live? Do you actually? I want nothing more than that, but I just didn't understand there was another path I could take. Not until this moment. I see now that my judgment has been compromised. So we will do this your way. No harm will come to the delegates, and I will stand down. But there's more you should know. I've recovered a cartridge from the Earth Directorate satellite I brought down. It's here, with me, and it contains the rift data gathered from every system they monitor. If you process this data, you can use it to improve the prototype rift modulator on Praetor. Once that's finished, the rifts can finally be closed. Everyone will be saved. That's kind. But there's a reason I only ever worked alone, Commander. I'm at my limit. I know you can save us. And this cartridge will at least give you a head start. There's also a high-priority message from the Chief of Ops on there. I was unable to decrypt it, but you certainly have the means to do so on your ship. It may be 3 years old, but hopefully the information it contains is still relevant. Here, it's yours. May the numbers guide you, Commander. Wait, what in the void is that?
On a scale of impendingly disastrous to imminently catastrophic, this seems... well, we should run!
Follow me, quick!
Don't stop for anything. No time to dally.
This is an urgent message for all Earth Directorate agents. The spatial rift situation has deteriorated significantly. The rifts threatening a majority of our colonies and our Earth Directorate bases, including this one, have entered their final stages. If you see a rift that looks like this, you are in grave danger. You have at most a matter of months before everything in your local system is destroyed. The seriousness of this situation cannot be overstated. Therefore, Directive Alpha Omega is hereby invoked. You are fully authorized to do everything in your power to find a way to close the rifts. Along with this message, the entirety of our rift data has been sent to your local surveillance satellite. Analyze this data. Law willing, you will find a way to unlock any secrets it has resisted yielding to us. The fate of humanity now depends on you.
Acknowledging receipt of emergency mission parameters update, including activation of Directive Alpha Omega. Commander is now released from any and all agent guidelines. I have also detected competing priorities in the new mission objectives. The surveillance data from the satellite confirms DeVries's assertion of a prototype modulator on Praetor that may be used to manipulate rifts. Acquisition is required to be able to bypass any new or existing miniature ground-level rift anomalies you may encounter. You are also tasked with finding a way to process the Earth Directorate rift data. The archive computer on Cloister would be best suited to this purpose. Studies have shown that popular cakes, such as those produced by Auntie's Choice, often contain greater amounts of allowable defects, such as hair, insects, and mammalian excreta. Consumption of such products is not recommended. Both Auntie's Choice and the Order have previously controlled the archive, and may be open to working with you to regain access. Seeking their assistance is recommended. Coincidentally, both delegates also escaped the station and have sent messages expressing gratitude. It seems they feel they owe you their lives and have asked to meet with you at their respective headquarters. Returning to mission objectives. Do you have a preference for which to pursue first, Commander? This unit strongly advises against randomly pressing buttons on the astrogator, unless death is the desired outcome. Acknowledged. Due to the rift's expansion, both Cloister and Praetor show a high preponderance of miniature rifts. Proceed with caution. It is worth noting that the Order of the Ascendant is headquartered on Cloister. You've also received a message from Auntie's Choice. Greetings, morally gray potential contractor. You've been pre-selected for membership in Auntie's Choice Esteemed and Valuable Disposable Agent Program. Report on board the ACS Undisputed Claim for details on this exciting opportunity. Signed, Auntie Cleo. It appears you now have permission to visit Auntie's Choice headquarters aboard its flagship, Commander. You may use the astrogator to navigate there at any time.